In this video, I want to talk a bit about the concept in Microsoft Word. Same thing that you can do and follow in PowerPoint is the idea of including what's referred to as smart art. So I want to put in some smart art here between this paragraph. I just made a return. You'll find the smart art under Insert, and it's right here under Smart Art. And there are a variety. I don't know if I can make this bigger. Nope. You can either see all, but it's like, oh, if you want to do a list, you can just click on list. You can do process, you can do cycle, hierarchy. There's a lot of different types you can work on. But we're going to talk about list because there's an assignment you're going to be working with there. Now, when you choose list, it's only going to show you those that are actually list oriented. And a lot of times it's like, okay, the assignment's going to tell you to do a certain type. Well, which one is it? Well, if you hover over one, I'm going to hover over this one right here. You will see, now my mouse is kind of big, so I got to move it over here. It says vertical box list. So as you're working on your homework, if it tells you to use a certain type, then all you need to do is just highlight or hover over it. So we're going to do the actual vertical box list. And you'll notice the same type of little tooltip when you're working with colors, for instance. If they want you to use a certain color, if you just hover over the swatches, you will see the color will come right next to it. So we're going to just click on that. And this is going to show you what it actually looks like. Now you'll notice it only has three main topics. You can have as many as you want. This is just what it comes with. So we'll just click OK. And when you're using, I'm going to scroll this down a little bit. When you are using the Microsoft products, Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, anytime you're doing anything special to something, here, Smart Art, you're going to see some new ribbon titles that are temporary. So if I click in the paragraph above this Smart Art, I just click there, you'll notice that it ends with help. So if I click here where my Smart Art is, you will see after help, we have Smart Art Design and Format. So this allows you to configure just the Smart Art. So the first thing you can do before we start playing with the colors is we can create our text. And I find it's easier under the Smart Art Design over here on the left-hand side. You're going to see where it says text pane. Easy for me to say. And if you just click on that, it's going to give you a little floating text pane. Sometimes it might be parked at the side of your page, but here it's just floating. So at this point, we can just type in text. Let's say we type in dessert. And now I hit enter, and you'll see that the preview is having, 4 main topics. Well, I don't want 4. I want to have a subtopic of dessert. So I'm going to hit the tab key, and let's say pie, pudding, and let's say fruit. Okay. So now I can click on text, or if I didn't want these, I could actually just delete them. I can delete. So then all we have right now is just that one I created. So here we're going to call this appetizers. I think I got that spelled right. And if I hit enter, we'll see if we might. Now you'll notice that when I hit enter, it's at the same level as the text. So if I just hit tab, I could do nachos. I could do, I'm thinking these on the fly. Let's say sliders, and then maybe veggies. Be a little healthy. So now I hit enter, and you'll see that I'm still within that subgroup of appetizers. Now I want to have a main group. So if I hold down the shift key and hit tab, that moves me to the previous level. I could also have, if I was tabbed over, you'll notice that I can demote it or I can promote it. That's the same thing as holding the shift tab. So here we'll do main course. We'll have steak, burgers, and fish and veggies. So we get our fruits and veggies. So now you look at this. At any point, I can just close. Just notice in the create graphic group, there is the text pane, and you'll notice it looks like it's pushed in. If I just click on it, it'll go away. If I click on it again, it'll come back. So I'm going to put it away for a moment. So now we have some options we can do. Over here, we have the Smart Art styles, and we can choose the type of style that we want. That may not look good for a document, but these kind of styles you'll see in other applications. So we're going to choose, we'll do this one, and notice it also has a name. It's inset. If we go over here, you can see there's a variety of styles, or you can just choose these up here. So whatever one you want. We'll just choose, we'll do subtle effect. We can also change the colors. So if I go over here to change colors, I can then say, oh, I like to have it be kind of colorful. Again, there are names for these. If you want orange, so the assignment may say accent for and then a subgroup. So if I come up here to colorful, you'll see that it says colorful accent colors, and then colorful range accent colors 2 to 3 or whatever we're doing. Let's choose, I would do the first one. That's kind of nice. Now you'll notice that our items are listed. These are our main topics and then our subtopics, but probably want appetizers to be first, and then main course, and then desserts. Though I don't know, I don't see anything wrong with having dessert first. So we're going to bring back the text panel, and we're going to just click on dessert. And then over in the group again, we have move down, and that'll move everything down. So everything is attached to that main topic. So I'm just going to bring that down, and then you can see how we have things learned. So let's say here I wanted in dessert, I wanted fruit to be first. Then I can click on it, and I can tell it to move up. And if there was anything that was a sub part of group, let's say over here, let's say apple and orange. So then I click on fruit and I move it down, you'll see that it moves together. If I want to get rid of these, I can select them and just hit delete. So that allows you to move things up and down depending on how you want to work. If you go to format, you can change the colors of individual items. You can add all sorts of different types of effects to play around. So that gives you a little bit of an understanding of working with your SmartArt designs. You can also change the layout. If I go back to SmartArt design, and there is a layout, so if you don't like that particular one, you can choose another one. You might have some, it may not be exactly what you're looking at from starting point, so sometimes you may want to choose those first. This one's kind of interesting. And I think if I drag this up a little bit, it'll give me a little bit less space. So you have some options here. If I do a corner, you can see I can make it bigger, or I can make it small. I can make it smaller actually, or I can make it bigger. So you're not limited to the size that they tell you to do. I can stretch it a little bit, or I can shrink it. So there's lots of different things that you can work with SmartArt. If you have a color printer, obviously, then this would print. I can go back to my colors and change them to something different. It's really up to you as to how you want to do that. That just gives you a little bit of an introduction to using SmartArt. I should be able to click center. Nope, I don't want to do that. I was thinking that it would actually center the item, but it doesn't. Over here, you'll notice that there is a wrapping layout options for wrapping. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And if I wanted to, I could have it have text wrap or no text wrap, depending on where it's sitting in your document. Here, I made it on its own line, but then if I had some text beyond it, I could have it wrap around that. So something we'll play around with when we talk about graphics. So that just gives you a little understanding of working with SmartArt. Thank you.